Good morning. I was going to take you guys on a walk around the park today, but they've decided it's park cleanup day, so there's a lot of people there. And as you know, I hate talking to myself in front of a bunch of people. It makes me feel like a fool. Anyways, so we're just kind of walking around the neighborhood, and it's kind of chilly today. They said it was going to be in the 30s this morning, 30s, 40s, something like that. And it is chilly in the shade for sure. Like I said, just kind of walking around the neighborhood. I was hanging out at the park for a while, but like I said, just more and more people kept coming. And then, like I said, the work crew showed up, and so it's attracting more attention than I really cared to have. So I just left. But I figured I'd show you guys a little bit around town. We're at the fire station right now. It's just down the road. I don't know. Getting ready for this move. And there's been a lot on my mind. Both good and bad. Life's always got its ups and downs. But, I don't know, I guess the only really bad thing about this move is that I'm going to be putting a lot of my stuff into storage again, which makes my life slightly difficult, but on the same hand, I'm going to be able to go to the beach every day. I'm going to be able to see my mom, which is cool. I had a friend of mine tell me once that just because you move doesn't mean that life is going to change. And it's true in some ways, not so true in others. I think more of what he was referring to, though, is, you know how there's some people in life who are, they just kind of seem determined to have just a miserable day. You know, they wake up and the first thing they focus on is, the news, what's going on in the world, or, a relationship that didn't work out, or maybe it's their job. I try not to start off my day like that. I like to start every day just kind of with a clean blank slate. I do not like listening to the news at all. I don't like to think about my job right off the bat. I don't like to, think about my past, anything like that. Not that my past is bad, but every day is new. I always try to see, the flowers. Stop and smell the flowers. Stop and check out the pretty things in life, and check out the critters and the nature. And it's kind of hard to do here, as you can see, house after house after house. There's a lot of concrete here, a lot of people. Like I said, my walks around here aren't the greatest. But I still manage to find every flower in every person's yard. And I'm not shy about just walking up in somebody's yard and, taking pictures. Usually they don't mind. I haven't had anybody, kick me out or anything like that. Oh. We have a friend on the path. I don't know if you guys can see him. I'm going to try and walk up. I don't think he's going to let me get too close. Maybe I'll walk over here. He's looking at something. You see him? See, it's stuff like that catches my eye. I think he's hunting a gecko or something. I'm not really sure. He seems very focused. Me walking by did not bother him one bit. Anyways, like I said, I really try not to focus on negativity and that kind of thing. But there's a lot of people that do. And like I said, I think it kind of runs their lives kind of unintentionally. We're getting ready to walk through a bunch of construction right here. So I think I'm going to end this video because like I said, I don't like talking in front of people.